Woodworking takes time, practice and knowledge to master. You will need to learn about various tools and woodwork equipment, and have a knowledge of the nature of wood itself. Woodworking is a craft, but when done right is also an art. You must acquaint yourself with the techniques and skills of a woodworker to be able to fully reach your potential. Woodworking can be a hobby that is restful and enjoyable, can help reduce stress levels, but requires gaining a level of patience. Basics for beginners. This is a good place to starting your research into woodworking. Look before you leap. In the past, woodworking was a learn by doing activity. Well, it's still true, but the resource will help into the time it takes to learn, while lessening the natural confusion in such a complex hobby. Guide for beginning woodworkers. New woodworkers are faced with many options and obstacles. Deciding how you begin in woodworking will affect your ability to gain skills and learn techniques. This introductory should be used to expose yourself to different woodworking areas which may be of interest to you. Wood shop layout and organization. Woodworkers come in a wide spectrum of types, from the completely organized to the completely scattered. Organizing your shop so that you can find all your tools when you need them, and have room to work, while enhancing your personal style and enjoyment. Woodworking distance learning at course. It used to be that you had to either know a knowledgeable woodworker, or be lucky enough to have a woodwork program at a local school to be able to learn about woodworking. Not anymore. Although schools are cutting back on programs like woodworking, it's now possible to get valuable training over the internet thought distance learning programs. Our introduction to woodworking. Woodworking is an ongoing learning experience, taking years to gain knowledge and progress in skills need. Our ability to improve woodworking skill and develop new uses for wood grows over time. There are many areas of woodworking to examine. Luckily, the skills needed in one specialty often overlap with the skills used in other areas. Woodworking lessons. Many people can become skilled at making things from wood, learning different techniques, each with a specific job to be completed. Gaining knowledge of wood types, and what each type of wood makes the best type of object. Tools for the new woodworker. While learning about different aspects of woodworking and your own personal preferences, it is often difficult to know which tools to acquire. Getting started can be daunting, but does not have to mean a shop full of expensive equipment. Introduction to the fundamentals of woodworking. Learn which tool to use and how to utilize and care for your tools. Develop skills in the use of hand and power tools, using them safely and effectively. By understanding the basic concepts and techniques, you will learn the skills needed for woodworking projects. Basic wood carving techniques. Wood carving involves various techniques of removing wood from an original raw piece, and then finishing the carved object. This involves traditional carving tools, chisels, gouges, knives, hammers, along with sanding, painting, or otherwise finishing your object. A woodcarver must be able to adapt a number of basic wood carving techniques and skills to finish a project from beginning to end. Wood turning basics, bowl turning, and wood drying. The process of turning a block of wood into a bowl is both fascinating and gratifying. The procedures described there apply to virtually any style bowl, but this story focuses on the basic, tapered side shape. After developing your skills on the style bowl, moving on to more complicated shapes or designs will be much easier and safer.